What's going down, everyone? In this video, we're going to be having a look at the Blood Angels Codex for Warhammer 40k 3rd edition. This is part of a video series that I'm doing on vintage Warhammer 40k 3rd edition vintage books. We've already done an intro and we've done the codex for the Space Marines, and that's in the playlist. You can find that in a link down below. And let's get started. So Blood Angels, they were pretty awesome in 3rd edition. They were the poster boys of the first of the 2nd edition, and they actually came into this edition with their Rhino Rush. It's one of the progenitors of the Rhino Rush, the infamous Rhino Rush. And you can see here, let's open her up, let's get her started. So here we go. So first thing, start up with some epic art. Now, that's the old Dante model. I've got that model. Unfortunately, as awesome as it is, I just find that it's too dated at the moment to play it, to do anything with it, actually. Even in like 30k. But that's him there, and he was really great for his time. You can see there's some old school Salt Marines. And we've got some Blood Angels there in the trench warfare. The good old land speeder, which was taken away and has recently just come back. So tactical squad. Some of these tank traps were part of the starter boxes. Barbed wire there. Looks like that. I'm pretty sure that barbed wire was custom made. I don't think it was actually in a kit, but let me know in the comments down below. And they're fighting some orcs. And here we have those classic trees, the classic Games Workshop trees of the era. It's a scout squad hiding in the background. And tactical squad, we've got a Death Company Rhino. Death Company Tacticals fighting against what looks like to be some Chaos Marines. Like a Nurgle possibly. It's hard to see from here who they are. Could be anyone really, couldn't it? But yeah, they really did do a fantastic job of putting together these dioramas, I feel. And we have some more awesome photos as well. Some of these are repeated throughout the codexes, but nothing like today. It goes pretty crazy today. So we go through the army list section. A good old classic assault Terminator there. So, you know, it's crazy. Like, the design is still the same to this day. So it's kind of more like an expansion pack to the core rules and to the Space Marine Codex. Once again, you've got the hero list here. So, you know, there's not 2 pages of commanders. We've got leader, commander, force commander. So it's interesting. I remember in the game Dawn of War, they're still using the term force commander. Now it's divided up into, you know, Primaris, Vanquisher, Eliminator, this, all that kind of stuff. So Gravis, Chaplain, Librarian, High Priest. I don't remember there being a High Priest these days, but you know, Priest, there we go. It's a Blood Priest. Apparently it's a High Priest. Some of the unit profiles. Furioso Dreadnought here. Long lost now to the anvils of legends. And yeah, it's actually, I was having a conversation the other day with a friend, and we were talking about the Land Raider Achilles for 30k. And I was saying that, you know, so upset that I can't play that model anymore. And he said, well, you can still play it in 30k, and you totally can. But yeah, the Furioso Dread was one of the dreadnoughts that got chopped. Blood Angels Scout Squads. Heavy support. It's actually quite a thin book, this. And here we go, some more pictures. So these look like just enlargements of the bigger pictures before. Death Company, Tacticals, Assault Marines, Rhino, Baal Predator with the assault cannons and the heavy flamers. And check out that dozer blade. That's looking pretty nasty. Almost looks chaos, doesn't it? Over here, Dante's Devils, Gordon Davidson. Robin Dews with his force. Quite a big force, actually, that one. It's almost resembles the size of the 40k armies now. So some more painting references, painting guides. Tactical Marine, Assault Marine, Devastator. You can see that they already had the helmets set out. So the Assault Marine with the yellow helmet, Devastator Marine with the blue helmet, the Scout. Death Company, Veteran Assault Marine, the Terminator. I remember putting together some of those when I was a kid. Pretty crazy. Sergeant, Librarian. There's your Lord. And a Chaplain. Terminator. Oh, it's probably like a... Lord was sort of like a Stern Guard veteran, I think, back then. Yeah, more armor painting guides here. And talking about some of the successor chapters over here. Angels Vermilion. I haven't heard of them lately. Angels Sanguinine. I'm pretty sure they still exist. Angels in Carmine. They definitely still exist. Blood Drinkers. Flesh Tearers obviously quite popular now. They're like a little bit of a Boba Fett sort of hero status. But Flesh Tearers all the way back then in 3rd edition with the iconic emblem. You know, that little hacksaw, the blood drop in the middle. Some banners, which were going all the way up until the 40k Terminator kit for Blood Angels. I remember having some of those banners for them, but they're kind of out of date now. They look a bit stout compared to the new Terminators. I'll actually be painting some up. I'll chuck them up on the channel, because I can use those between 30k and 40k. And speaking of the banners, here we go. So it's a Tech Marine. Matt's actually got this model. We played again with it in Zone Mortalis the other day, I'm pretty sure. There's a different head on it though. Brother Cabulio, whatever his name was, long gone. Awesome character. I love that character. But he's gone. Yeah, he's way gone. And Cabulio, like, yeah. It'd be cool to, if I could find him on eBay, it'd be cool to do a kit bash with him. Get his shoulder pads and his melter gun and his head, and maybe put it on a Sanguinary Guard model, sort of like scale him up a bit, chuck like a Blood Angels emblem on his belt buckle. But the problem is that those shoulder pads, I'm pretty sure that model, I never owned that model. Pretty sure that model was all one piece except for the combi melter, which was quite brutal. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all one piece. You could easily, kit bash that out of some of the Blood Angel parts, so for the tactical squad. The old Mephiston model, where he's not sniffing his finger. Still think that model holds up today, to be honest. I mean, it's very well painted, isn't it? Look at the face. Look at the face. That's crazy details. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the eyes. Yeah, crazy. And Sanguinary Priest. Oh, sorry, my bad. That's not Brother. That's Brother Cabulo, and that's Captain Tycho. Oh, geez, that's how long it's been. There we go. So, Baal Predator again, by the looks of it. Got Baal class with the dual assault cannons. I reckon I'm going to be slammed in the comments for that one, but rightfully so. If not, slam me in the comments. So yeah, some profile stats, some art there. Dante, yeah, Mephiston, brother Captain Tycho. Also a toy manufacturer in the 80s, Tycho Super Blocks. Good old Dino Rider ad in the middle of the video. Anyway, and yeah, fantastic. Quite a thin book, but I thought we'd get it up here on the channel because it's history. So yeah, and we've got the big centerpiece fold out there, much like the Ultramarines chapter picture from the Space Marine book. You see there's Mephiston, brother Cabulo, some Terminators, still looking good actually. It's funny, it looks like they've edge highlighted there in like orange and yellow. I actually edge highlight my Blood Angels in yellow as well. And their Thunderhawk looks like a turbo laser destructor possibly, and it's got some like hazard stripes on the barrel. How epic is that? Terminator, Chaplain Terminator, Lightning Claws. And we got some Rhinos, Def Company, Tacticals. Ah, the good old Def Company heads. It was quite a thing there. We get Dante, bikes, scouts, and these land speeders that were really cool. Those land speeders were like really cool. Those ones right there. Got to try to get hold of some of those. They look fantastic. Yeah, so there we go. Blood Angels Codex on the back. Bit of history there. Pretty fantastic. You know, if you want to get some painting ideas or conversion ideas, it's really cool. I find it really cool to come back to some of these books and take a look. But yeah, smaller video, smaller book. So yeah, all right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below any of your thoughts. And I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.